Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are taking a look at Mega Charizard X from the Jazwares Pokemon Select Trainer Team Super Articulated Target Exclusive line. Yeah. Anyway, the line's had a lot of names. It's been going on for a while. I believe this is Wave 9 at this point. You can see in the back we've got Mega Charizard X right here, as well as Deoxys normal form, Cinderace, and a re-release of Suicune. They do like to re-release at least one Pokemon in each one of these waves. But yeah, I'm really excited about this guy. And so let's bust him open and see what we're working with here. Hopefully the amazing new Pokemon line from Blockies hasn't completely ruined this Jazwares line for me. But let's break Charizard out of his plastic and cardboard prison and see what we're working with here. Alright, so we've got Mega Charizard X out of the packaging, and I have to say, first impressions, after messing around with him a little bit, I am impressed with this figure. So, like I was saying, I was a little worried about this new amazing Blockies line just ruining this Jazwares line for me, but I really feel like we can have a good mix going forward. There's nothing wrong with competition, and I feel like these definitely can mix together. So we're going to get good figures from Blockies, as well as Jazwares. Hey, they're improving on this Pokemon Select line. So I thought right off the bat that this Mega Charizard was going to have a lot of reuse from the regular Charizard. So we'll do those comparisons here in a minute, but let me go over all the new pieces. And spoiler, it's pretty much all new pieces. So the tail is the biggest change. As you can tell, get it?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
This is a bendy wire tail instead of being those segmented joints like the original Jazwares Charizard. I thought maybe the arms were going to be reused, just the legs. It's generally just all new pieces. Even the body is slimmer here. And yeah, I'm just really impressed. So we'll get that regular Charizard down in a second, and I can show you side by side. But just a couple little details of this guy. The wings are, like the joints on the wings are nice and tight. Like that feels super high quality. They do have this kind of like matte finish on the paint kinda. It's not glossy. And I think like this gray color on the body helps, hide some of that glossiness that these Jazwares figures can have. Again, these are $20 figures, guys, so it's not going to be perfect for $20. You still have the pins on the double jointed elbow right there, but no pins on the legs, and they got rid of that huge gap that the regular Charizard had. These blue flames I wish were translucent, but at least they are painted well. So that blue and kind of a grayish white coming out of the mouth there. It's not like bendy or anything. It has a give to it, but just be careful not to snap it. You don't want to force it. Same with the tip of the tail. That same bluish gray / white. And it has this nice charcoal gray color all throughout. And this light blue right here, and then, like I said, the darker blue on the wings. It's just a really nice figure. You do have the hole right here for the stand, as these Jazware figures are going to have, because he comes with the generic flight stand, which is better than nothing. So let's get the regular Charizard down and compare all these new pieces. Alright, so here we have the two Charizards from Jazwares side by side. As you can tell, our Mega Charizard X is a little taller, so I believe he comes out right about to the tip of his horns here at 6 inches tall. And like I've said, what really blew me away with this is I was expecting a lot of reuse. But this is, as far as I can tell, and I'm no expert, this is completely new. So let's compare here. As you can see, pins. right there on the leg, and a huge gap, and there's a pin down here at the ankle too of the regular Charizard. No pins on this leg. And they are slightly different. Like the legs, besides it being pinless, are probably the closest thing to being close to the same. With the arms, it's still a double jointed elbow with pins, but right there, let me get them a little closer. You can tell it is a different arm. So, and with this one, it goes all the way right there. Like this one's just a little thicker right here. And this hinge goes up to this little shoulder piece that isn't present on the regular Charizard. And let's see, the neck is completely different. As you can tell here, it is a completely different shaped neck right there. Sorry, not wanting to focus there for a second, but yeah, this is a much thinner neck. The head is all new. The jaw, sadly, isn't articulated like it is on the original. But, I mean, his mouth is usually always open, and he's got these flames coming out. So, you know. The hands are completely different. Of course, like I said before, the wings are, of course, completely different. No reuse there. The tail, with the original Charizard, is that segmented articulation. And with the Mega Charizard, we get the bendy wire, which honestly I'm all here for. I'm okay with it. It does look smoother. I'm worried about it holding up over time. I have no problem with a segmented tail with the articulation points. That doesn't bother me. So if they chose to not do the bendy wire, I'd be okay with that. As far as I can tell, I get the same amount of articulation. I'm a little worried about how well it will hold up over time, if that will start to deteriorate. I'm a little worried about that. So let's see here. Where were we? The feet even are completely different. So on this Charizard, his claws don't articulate on the original. On the new one, they do. So just improvements overall. Even the torso. I thought for sure the torso would be reuse. As you can tell here, completely different shape. Completely different shape torso. So this guy is just completely new sculpt, even down to the fire on the tail. They didn't just repaint the original fire blue. No, it's a brand new fire piece. So yeah, let's look at Mega Charizard's articulation. So looking into the articulation here, the head, he can look up about that much, so just straight, so you can get really cool flying poses. He can look down that much. If you straighten the neck, not much, but so you're gonna definitely use the neck joint right there and the joint at the head. He can look all the way, or well, not even all the way around, but side to side about that much. For some reason, with a lot of these joints, Jazwares doesn't like for it to have a full rotation. It feels like it'll snap if you try to force it. So if you get yours in hand and you want to try to force it, it might do a 360, but I don't really see a point in risking breaking the figure. With the arms, like I said, it doesn't want to go all the way. Doesn't want to spin all the way right there. So this is like a separate piece that the arm plugs into, so you also have a swivel right there. Double jointed elbows, and each individual claw on each hand articulates. And then going down to the legs, it'll kick out that much. Not that you need Charizard to kick out much. And the leg will go back that much. So you can get him, again, in whatever kind of flying pose or standing, in whichever way. He also has a knee joint right there. I believe that's like a single jointed knee joint, which that's really honestly all you need for Charizard. And there's also a joint right there at like the ankle or foot. I don't think, you get a little bit of pivot too as well. So, and with the wings, these wings, like I said before, feel really, really high quality. They feel tight on those joints. Let's see, they're segmented in They've got 2 joints per wing. So a joint right there and a joint right here. So you can have it all the way back for some reason if you want. All straight out, like flying like that. Or like that, kind of like wrapped around him if you wanted to, which looks pretty cool. Kind of like a bat. And like with the tail, there is the 1 joint down here at the bottom. And that hinges and it turns about that much. And besides that, it's that bendy wire. So it does have a lot of give. So yeah, good articulation for this guy. I'm impressed. I feel like they've really stepped their game up. And oh, I'm an idiot. Of course, this. I don't know why I said earlier that the jaw didn't move. It does move, just not much. It's not going to close all the way. That's what I meant to say. Ignore me. I'm dumb. So of course we've got to compare our Mega Charizard X with another Charizard. Let's straighten the wing. Let's put those wings straight back and bring in our Blockies Charizard. So that's how he compares. Of course the Blockies is a little smaller, but this is still my favorite Pokemon figure right now. And here's Mega Charizard X next to the SH Figuarts Blastoise. Here's Mega Charizard X next to a Marvel Legends Captain America. And here's Mega Charizard next to a Mythic Legions Green Armored Knight. Here is next to the SH Figuarts Legendary Super Saiyan Goku. Here he is next to a Jazwares Deluxe Battle Figure Venusaur. Here he is next to a Charmeleon and Charmander from Jazwares basic Pokemon line. And I know I've already shown it, but here he is again next to the original Jazwares Pokemon Select Trainer Team Series figure, the Charizard. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on the Jazwares Pokemon Select Mega Charizard X. It's great. It's honestly the top tier of what Jazwares is doing right now with the Select line. I think, in my opinion, this is the best one they've done so far. I think they might have, got a feeling that some people were unhappy with some of the quality of some of the other figures, aka Greninja, and I know some people were disappointed with Ceruledge, and, some of the legendary dogs aren't that articulated. But overall, none of it's going to be perfect, but I am super happy with just having this line as an option. Now with Blockies in the picture, we have competition there. Maybe SH Figuarts might bring their line back one day. I'm all for competition for articulated Pokemon figures. This is the most variety we have ever had, and I'm stoked about it. I'd say if you're a Pokemon fan, definitely pick this guy up. It's right around $20 at Target. I think you can still get him on the Target app as well. I've seen him, the past couple times I've been to Target. It's a great figure. Everything's good. Like I said, it's a $20 line. It's not going to be perfect, but I love it. I am a little worried about the longevity of that bendy wire tail, but a lot of companies are starting to do bendy wire. But if you're a Pokemon fan, definitely pick this guy up. If you're a Charizard fan, he is a must-have. He'll fit in perfectly with the rest of your articulated Pokemon figures. But guys, that is it for this review. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like down below and comment. Let me know. I'm curious. Which do you prefer, Mega Charizard X or Mega Charizard Y? But until next time, my name is Justin, and I appreciate you.